Well, I'm up by this way marker again, Bwlch Garreg. I'm just thinking about human reason and reaching God. With human reason, we can only get so far. Human reason tells us that God must exist, he must be eternal. Human reason tells us he's all powerful and he's everywhere. Human reason tells us that we're not worthy of knowing God because we have a conscience that tells us we've failed, we're sinners. But that's where human reason really ends. We can't by human reason actually find God. On the basis of human reason are all human religions. The attempt to make God, it's reasonable to us to think if I try my best and try and be as good as I can, that there's maybe a hope that God would receive me and accept me. That's human reason. And so from that spring all the world's religions and efforts. But they're all doomed to failure because there's only one way, and it's not based on human reason, although it's not unreasonable. It's through Jesus Christ, God's ordained way, planned from eternity past. Jesus Christ, the wisdom of God. When he comes to this planet, if you want to know what God is like, he says, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. Jesus Christ is that revelation of God and shows us the way to God. In fact, he is himself the way, the only way to God. He says himself, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He is the life that comes from God. In Jesus Christ, all the fullness of the deity dwells bodily. God himself, God the Son, becomes one of us according to his eternal plan. He doesn't stop being God. If you've seen me, you've seen the Father. He's one person, the eternal person of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, but he has two natures, fully divine and fully human. He's come to do us good. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He's the life of God. He's the truth of God. If you want to know what God is like, have a look at Jesus Christ. And he's the only way to God, for he alone has dealt with our problems, sin, failure before a holy God, which would sink us to eternal hell. Jesus Christ himself took our hell. He lived the life we couldn't live. He died the death that we deserve. He rose again from the dead to show it's all true. And we, by simply trusting in Jesus Christ, can know sins forgiven and peace with God. This is far from unreasonable, but it's above human reason. It comes down to faith, not human reason. Faith. And that's a gift from God himself. If you have this faith, treasure it, fan it into flame, give thanks to God and point others. Oh, human reason is good, but it can only get us so far. There is a God, we're not worthy of him, but it's faith alone in Christ alone that brings us all the way.